When I started the gym just over half a decade ago, there was one problem that I always was running into when I was trying to bulk, and that is low appetite issues. I just wasn't hungry to eat anything. Before even starting the gym as well, I was never hungry, I was never really a big eater. I didn't really enjoy to eat big amounts of food. I was a fussy eater as well. I was very specific with what I wanted to eat. Obviously, transitioning from that to having to bulk and having to eat maybe 3,000 calories every day or whatever, it's a massive jump. Over time, I've come up with ways that has helped me increase my appetite. And it's not necessarily something that you can do overnight, because it's something you've got to do with your body, and that is called acclimatization. And acclimatization is basically just getting your body from where it is now to being able to withstand and handle the calories that you need to eat. And I want you guys to think about it like athletes transitioning from their holiday season to the competitive season. Can't go straight from chilling in Dubai for 2 weeks to going back to their first game of the competitive season. They need to bridge the gap somehow. And that is through a pre-season where they basically acclimatize their bodies in order to withstand the fitness, the intensity, and it's the exact same scenario here. If you go from your situation now to trying to eat in a calorie surplus without this acclimatization, then you're going to find it very, very difficult. And that is probably why you've been struggling for so long, because you've just wanted to eat in a calorie surplus without thinking, okay, how do I acclimatize my body in order to eat in a calorie surplus consistently? And I'm going to present to you guys 6 different ways that can help you increase your appetite, therefore eat in a calorie surplus. Okay, so the first one, in my opinion, is probably the biggest mistake that most people make, and this is the one that probably moved the needle for me the most, and that is getting consistent with meal consumption before getting consistent with calorie consumption. People think, okay, I've got to start eating in a calorie surplus now. So they go straight from doing whatever they were doing with their diet, not tracking anything, to try and aim for this big number every single day without getting the foundations laid in the ground. And if you're one of my clients or if you're in my community, you will know that for basically everything, I love to use the house analogy. All right, you can't put the door in, or you can't fit the roof on the house, or you can't build the layers of bricks without building a foundational support structure underneath. And getting consistent with eating your meals every day is one of those foundations. How do you expect to eat 3,000 calories every single day if you can't eat 3 or 4 meals a day consistently? So you've got to step back, get the basics organized, get your foundation laid, and that is what is going to propel you to success. What I would recommend for you is, do not worry about the calories right now. Why would you track the minute little details if you can't even eat meals consistently throughout the day? Why would you worry about trying to learn algebra before you learn how to add and subtract? Eating in a calorie surplus straight away before getting your meals consistent throughout the day is exactly like trying to learn algebra before doing your additions and your subtractions. It just won't work for you. The second thing that helped me increase my appetite is setting your meal times every single day. Not only is this going to help you increase in the likelihood of you being consistent, but this is also going to help you regulate a hormone we all have called ghrelin. And if you've never heard of the ghrelin hormone before, it's basically the hormone that when released, it stimulates your appetite and you start to feel hungry. And if we eat at the same times every day, what this is going to allow our body to do is clock on to these habits of when we're eating and when we're doing whatever. And then the more predictable we come with our habits, the better our body is going to help us operate. For example, if we actually eat at the same times every day, so let's say you eat dinner at 5 p.m, give it a week or 10 days for your body to understand your habits and what you're doing, and then your body and your biomechanics is essentially going to clock on to this habit. What that means is you're basically going to start feeling hungry at 5 p.m. every single day, because your body knows that's when it's time to eat. So number 3 is all about the indirect factors that are going to help you increase your appetite. And as soon as I personally started prioritizing and improving my sleep, making sure I prioritize and improve my hydration every day, things completely changed for me. People underestimate the importance of sleep so much throughout the day, and I like to think about the importance of sleep just like a phone battery. You need to let your phone charge. You need to leave your phone in the plug so it can go back up to 100%. If you leave it and you don't charge it, it's then inevitably going to die. And it's the exact same thing with our body, our digestion, and our appetite. If you don't let your body recharge properly, you're just going to crash out. If your phone is just operating off 5% battery all the time, then it's not really going to be working properly. It's going to be slow. And it's the exact same thing with yourself. If you're operating off 5% battery, if you don't prioritize your sleep and you don't hydrate yourself properly and you're not eating consistently, then you're going to be slow, you're going to be sluggish, you're not going to be feeling good, you're not going to be feeling energized, you're not going to be feeling happy, motivated, and ready to get after it. And they are the things that we need to have if we want to bulk and eat in a calorie surplus consistently. The fourth thing that really helped me increase my appetite is stop snacking. If you have taken action on step number 2 and you've got your set meal times, if you're having snacks at completely random times throughout the day, what that's going to do is it's going to throw your ghrelin hormone body clock essentially completely off. And you know, if you have a random snack or you have a couple of biscuits at 3 p.m, but your ghrelin hormone's gonna be like, what, why are we eating now? We're meant to be eating in 2 hours time. And this is just going to completely throw your appetite body clock off. I'm not saying that you can't have a snack. I have a snack sometimes, but it's just not necessarily the most ideal thing if your main priority is to increase your appetite right now. Penultimate thing, number 5, was actually moving, or I mean low intensity cardio. Your metabolism will completely slow down because you're not active. And what that basically means is that you're going to be burning less calories whether you're at rest or whether you're at physical activity. The most active people eat the most. It's as simple as that. Runners, for example, they may eat 10,000 calories or a ridiculous amount of food before their runs, or because they're so active and they're burning so many calories every single day. And that's not me telling you that you need to run. I'm telling you that you just need to move about. Once I started incorporating mini short 15 to 20 minute walks every now and again, a few times a day, it has completely changed the game for me, and it's made things so much simpler when it comes to eating your food and with your appetite. So that is the 5th thing. Final thing that I want to go on about with you guys is don't drink liquids or consume liquids close to mealtime. Very, very simply, you're just going to mentally start to think you're full. You know, you ordered a fizzy drink at a restaurant or an alcoholic beverage or whatever, and it goes down a little bit too quickly, and then you start to feel full before the food has even come. Now, if you're doing that before your meals, then that's obviously not going to help you eat. So one thing that's really helped for me is just refraining from drinking liquid before I eat my meals. You can obviously drink your liquids during your meals and after your meals, and obviously before, but just don't drink loads because it's going to make you mentally feel full, and that placebo effect is going to have a massive impact. That is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to stay around, or you know you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, leave a comment. I upload 3 times a week as well, so if you want to stay around for more videos like this, then make sure to drop a subscription. Or if you actually want advice and you want guidance, you want a proven roadmap which is going to help you tailor this advice into your personal life and help you increase your appetite so you can bulk, you can build muscle, and you can finally start putting on the mass and build the physique that you want, just like these guys here as well, then I'm going to leave a link where you can apply to some one-to-one coaching in the top link in the description. Or I've also got a free community which is, you know, which has still made loads of results for people, so you can go and check that out if you want. But yeah, that's everything. I hope this video has helped you. Thank you.